You wake up tired even after a full night of sleep. Not the kind of tired that comes from doing too much, but the kind that feels heavier, quieter, harder to explain. Your body is there, your mind is working, but something inside you already feels drained, and you don't know why. Nothing is technically wrong. Your life looks fine from the outside. Yet every small task feels like it costs more energy than it should. You tell yourself you just need to push a little harder, be more disciplined, more motivated, more grateful. But the exhaustion doesn't go away. It follows you through the day, into conversations, into decisions, into moments that are supposed to feel easy. And slowly you start wondering if this is just who you are now, someone who's always tired for no clear reason. But what if the problem isn't your energy at all? What if you not tired because you doing too much, but because you carrying something invisible every single day? Most people think exhaustion comes from action, from work, from stress, from effort. But there's another kind of fatigue that doesn't come from movement. It comes from constant inner pressure. The kind that never turns off. The kind you learn to live with so early that you stop noticing it as pressure at all. You don't just do things, you monitor yourself while doing them. You think about how you're coming across, whether you're doing enough, whether you're falling behind, whether you should be doing something more important. Even when you rest, part of you stays alert, watching, evaluating, measuring. That constant self-monitoring costs energy. Psychologically, this often develops in environments where being okay wasn't enough, where approval, safety, or stability depended on being attentive, helpful, mature, or low maintenance. You learned that relaxing too much meant missing something. Letting your guard down meant risk, so your nervous system adapted. It stayed on, quietly, constantly. Over time, this becomes your baseline. You're not anxious in a dramatic way, you're just on. Always slightly braced. Always slightly preparing. Always slightly ahead of yourself. And that background tension slowly drains you. This is why you can feel exhausted even on days when nothing happens. Because your energy isn't being spent on tasks, it's being spent on vigilance. You might notice it in small moments. The way your mind replays conversations long after they're over. The way you feel pressure to respond correctly even in casual interactions. The way you feel guilty for resting, as if rest needs to be earned. The way silence feels uncomfortable, like you should be doing something instead of just being. This isn't laziness. And it isn't weakness. It's a nervous system that learned to survive by staying alert. From a psychological perspective, this often connects to early experiences where emotional safety wasn't consistent. Where you had to read the room, adapt quickly, be careful with your knees. When that happens, your body learns that safety comes from awareness, not rest. So even now in adulthood, your system keeps scanning for mistakes, for threats, for expectations you might be missing. And because this scanning happens automatically, you don't feel stressed, you just feel tired. Here's the part most people don't realize. Motivation problems often come from this kind of fatigue. When your inner world is already working overtime, there's no extra energy left to feel excited, curious, or inspired. So you procrastinate, you feel numb, you scroll, you withdraw, and then you judge yourself for it. But the issue was never a lack of drive. It was too much pressure without enough safety. Self-worth plays a quiet role here too. When your sense of worth is tied to performance, productivity, or being good enough, your system never fully rests. Because rest feels like falling behind, like letting people down, like risking disconnection. So even joy can feel tiring, even success can feel heavy. Because instead of enjoying the moment, part of you is already asking what's next, what else you should be doing, how long this feeling is allowed to last. And, over time, life starts to feel like something you're managing rather than living. The long-term impact of this kind of exhaustion isn't just physical. It slowly disconnects you from yourself, from your natural rhythms, from your intuition, from your sense of desire. You stop asking what you want and start asking what's expected. What's reasonable? What's safe? That's why many people in their 20s and 30s describe a strange emptiness. Not sadness exactly, just a dullness. A sense of always being on hold, waiting for life to start feeling lighter. But here's the truth, and this matters. You don't need to become more productive. You don't need to optimize your routine. You don't need to push through this. What you need is permission for your nervous system to stand down. Healing this kind of fatigue isn't about doing more. It's about slowly teaching your body that it doesn't have to earn rest. That nothing bad happens when you stop monitoring yourself. That you're allowed to exist without constantly proving your value. That starts in small ways. Letting yourself pause without explaining why. Noticing when you tense for no reason and gently releasing it. Catching the inner voice that says you should be doing something and questioning where it learned that rule. Safety isn't something you think your way into. It's something your body learns through repeated gentle experiences of being okay without effort. And it's slow, subtle, unimpressive from the outside. But over time, something shifts. Your energy starts to come back not because you forced it, but because it was no longer being drained by invisible pressure. You feel more present, more grounded, less brittle. Life stops feeling like a performance and starts feeling like participation. If you see yourself in this, there's nothing wrong with you. You adapted in a way that once made sense. Your tiredness isn't a failure, it's information. And you're allowed to listen to it. Take a breath. You don't have to carry everything today. Some of the weight was never yours to begin with.